Turquoise turtles. Turquoise turtles. Hi there, I hope you're having a lovely day today. I hope that you've been taking lovely photos. I hope that your post-processing ventures have been successful and that you haven't, smashed your computer like a skateboarder smashes his board when he can't get that ollie just right. Today I want to edit a photo. I want to take a street portrait. I want this to become like a series that I do on here where I find a street portrait. I start from scratch. I just edit the thing and see where it ends up. Now normally I've told you guys I work with presets when I'm actually editing my photos. No presets here. I just want to edit a photo, start from scratch, go through that process, and hopefully I can bring you guys some value from that process. So let's hop into Lightroom, shall we? And then we're zoom. Okay? Alright, friends, we are in Lightroom. I am trying to get as close to the mic as I can so that you can hear the sweet, dark, sultry bass notes of my voice. I don't have many, so I need all the help I can get. Okay. I wanted to pick just a nice, solid portrait, and I thought this would be a good one. This is none other than ours truly, Will Crooks, Whack Avenue, street photography, and also, I mean, he's just gorgeous. Come on. But also, I just think it's a very solid portrait. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'm proud of myself. I like the background. I like the dark gradient, light to darker, and then the brown kind of wood chips, just the line of it going down here. I feel like it's very aesthetically pleasing. This is an underpass type deal downtown, and so it worked out really good. Really nice lighting. We'll talk more about that in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do, that I tend to always do when I edit a photo, is I'm going to enable my profile corrections because it helps me get rid of the silly vignette that happens because this full frame lens isn't so full frame. It's a 50mm 1.8. It does a great job. It's a beautiful lens, but it vignettes a lot. I was never introduced to much of that until I switched to full frame. I'm sure I could throw out some money and get a better 1.8 or 1.4. But anyway, this works fine. It's a button. It fixes things. Not too bad. My 35 I have a harder time with. So, okay, so the first thing I tend to do when I edit a photo is I will go into the exposure and just pull it down. Photos, for whatever reason, my mind always wants the shadows to be more pronounced immediately and just for things to kind of be a little bit more moody and darker. So I'm just kind of playing around with the exposure, just letting it, just feeling it, just riding that slider. And that feels good. I'm going to pull up the contrast a little bit and just play with that. That feels nice a little bit. And so always, I tend to play with the white balance. This is a new thing for me. I rarely would play with the white balance before, but now I tend to do it a lot, and it seems to really help out considering the way I edit. I do most of my work in the curves like I've always... Whoa! Look at that. It's a Mac feature. It's freaking ridiculous. I don't shake my mouse enough for it to become a thing. Do it again. Oh my gosh. Do it again. Anyway, okay. James teaches you how to make your cursor bigger. So I do most of the heavy lifting in my curves. Whoa, there it is again. But so I'm just gonna tweak the white balance and I'll show you what I mean. So I always like it to lean a little more green. And this changes. This isn't some sort of formula for me. Sometimes I go in and I'll go all the way down to the grain and pull it up first because I know that I'm gonna want it to be about there no matter what. And it's just fluid. It's just kind of, it's like a painter with his brush. Just very fluid process of seeing what needs to be done and going, ooh, I can use that tool to do that. So let's go into the curves a little bit and start to do the heavy lifting, the dirty work. So I'll pull that down a little bit. As you probably know, I like a nice faded filmic look. So we're going to pull these shadows up a little bit. Awesome! There it is. We did it. Okay. little too much there. Oh, geez. I'm having troubles with the... It's my computer's lagging a little bit. It's making it hard. Stop it! Jeez. Sweet Judith. Okay. All right, that's good. Then we're gonna pull that right up there. I might tweak this later. And I'm going for a look in my head, but I didn't like set out a specific look. I know what I'm kind of trying to do with this. So this could change per photo. When I use presets, that helps me be very consistent, but I'm just kind of feeling it out right now, and hopefully something interesting can come from it. That's looking all right. Now, what you'll start to notice when you start moving the curves around and such is you'll in contrast in general. I was focused on his shirt there. I may have misfocused a little bit. Okay, not too bad though. That's okay. Don't get on me. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, there is subscribers leave. So you start to end up with the skin tones looking a little bit too fleshy. Generally, it's good to have skin look like flesh. That's a positive thing, but you don't want to look too fleshy and everybody wants to see Will's red lips, but you don't want it to be too much. So what I'm going to do, and what I always do, is I desaturate. Now, on my preset, I actually end up making my way down into the 40s sometimes. That looks a little intense right there. Something about the preset can make that work a little better than this is working right now. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm just going to pull it down a little bit, just give it a nice look. That feels good. That starts to feel a little smooth. And I just want it to feel very... just smooth, I want it to be easy on the eyes to look at. That's a big goal I have with my photos. So just very interesting but easy, and just have this sense of moodiness to it. I can bring that up shadows a little bit. See, and it's all 10%. All 10%. Forever and ever. Freaking 10%. Okay. That feels good. That feels okay. What I'm trying to encourage as I make this video, as I make any kind of post-processing videos, I want to encourage this idea of that it doesn't have to be so structured. I think that whenever I watch other artists do their things, a lot of times it feels like there's just such a structure, and it makes me feel like I'm doing things very wrong. I don't want that. I want you to feel like you have the free flow to kind of move about and make things happen the way that you want to make them happen. This is not the right way. There's no right way. It's all about using these tools to achieve the look that you're after. And so what I was saying, so I was talking about lighting a second ago, and I want to jump back on that topic, because a huge thing for me, I'm going to keep moving my mouse. I'm starting to play with things on my desk. I'm going to keep moving my mouse and making things happen. See if I can do any more tweaks while I'm talking here. A huge thing that I have learned over time in post-processing is if you can't get your photo to look the way... If you're post-processing and you're having an incredibly labor-intensive time trying to get your photo to look the way you want it to look, pay attention to the quality of lighting that you shot in, because I'm almost done with this photo already. I think I've been editing this for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I'm almost done with this, and one that's because I've honed in a process over time. I mean, that's one thing, but also it's because the lighting on this photo is so ridiculously awesome that the colors just they just work together in harmony. The light and the colors work together, and the tones happen that you want to happen. So if you're having trouble with your post-processing, go find some good lighting and shoot in it. If you go on ViscoCam's website, or ViscoFilm, and you look at their presets, just the photos, like showcasing their presets on their homepage, a lot of times you could put those presets on your own thing, and ViscoCam does an amazing job of making it their filters work on, or preset filter. Presets work on almost any photo. They've done an incredible job at making it very, making that preset come alive no matter what photo and lighting situation you use it on. But but the ones that you're going to see on their site are these incredibly well composed, well lit, and amazing locations, and that's why they look so good on that photo. So lighting is huge in good post processing. You can fix things after the fact. If you run into bad lighting situations, you can get away with some things, but you will not achieve what you can achieve when you just have a good lighting situation, period. I feel good about this. I'm not a big clarity guy. I think clarity looks great, but I tend to play around with it and then afterwards want to take it off. That's just me. I think clarity is awesome. I think it's an amazing tool. I don't play with brushes much. You know that if you watched our last video. Sometimes I'll brush some just dark points in and stuff like that, but nothing here. I feel good about this. It's got a nice look. I like that it accentuates that gradient a little bit more. I think this is good. I feel good about this. Very nice. Okay, well that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I brought you value today. If there's anything in this video that you saw and you wanted me to dig into it more with specificity, or if you have any other question or anything like that, let me know. Help me scratch your itch. I love you. Go be productive. Goodbye.